Somewhere between storyboarding, shot lists, and arguing with a composer about whether the silence needs more silence, someone has to be in charge of the whole thing. And that person is the director.
Today, we're drawing on the hidden reviews work on what film directing actually involves and on the craft resources that support it, screenwriting manuals, career paths, the full shape of the job.
Let's start with what a director actually does, from first script read to final color grade.
The question here is what the director's role actually encompasses. Not the glamorous shorthand, but the full span of the job across every phase of production.
The Post puts it plainly. Il regista è il centro creativo di un film. È la persona che tiene insieme storia, immagini, suono, attori, ritmo e tono, trasformando una sceneggiatura in un'esperienza cinematografica compiuta.
So the upshot is, the director is the one person responsible for every layer simultaneously. Narrative, visual, sonic, human. Remove that center and the whole thing drifts.
And the job starts well before the camera rolls. Pre-production means shaping the script, defining the visual concept, scouting locations, building the shot map. Then on set, it's actor direction, cinematography conversations, keeping 50 people pointed at the same idea under time pressure. It's a lot of hats, most of them on fire. Post-production extends it further. The Post describes editing as a seconda scrittura, a second writing of the film, where the director works with the editor on rhythm, structure, and what gets cut, then shapes the score, sound design, and color correction. The Post also walks through the competencies in detail: artistic vision, command of cinematic language, actor direction, leadership under stress, and adaptability when the location falls through or the weather turns.
On the path in, the Post notes that many directors come up through other roles, editing, screenwriting, cinematography, while others are largely self-taught. The consistent thread is a strong visual culture and continuous practice making things.
That leads naturally to the craft itself, specifically the tools a writer or director reaches for when building the story on the page.
The screenwriting segment centers on a specific resource, what it covers, who it's for, and why it sits at the intersection of writing and production.
The back cover copy frames the author's scope directly. Al Federico condivide la sua esperienza decinale nel mondo dello spettacolo, offrendo consigli pratici e un punto di vista a tutto tondo su scrittura, produzione e distribuzione delle sceneggiature, con un occhio anche agli aspetti legali.
What this means in practice is that show don't tell moves well past formatting rules. It covers budget, production organization, crew management, casting, distribution, and legal considerations. The full pipeline from idea to screen.
The Directing Post also references the book directly, recommending it to aspiring directors alongside screenwriters and producers, which makes sense, given how much overlap there is between those roles at the independent level.
Federico's background spans theater training across Naples, Montreal, New York, and London, festival recognition at events in Los Angeles, Toronto, and Rome, and work as a critic with major studios. The book draws on that breadth.
The core promise, show, don't tell, is less a stylistic tip than a discipline for thinking visually from the first draft forward.
The through line across both posts is really about accountability. Someone has to hold the vision from page to final cut. And knowing the craft, whether you're the director or the writer, is what makes that accountability mean something. More on that next time.